Hi, welcome to episode 16 of Yukikoi Melt. Sweet 16, where our main character, Miharu, is going to have a tour, led by Kanon and Taruhi, of this dream village. Oh, no, I mean winter village. Yeah, the word dream is used to refer to the dream house in Pure Girl and the dream manor in Innocent Girl. But nevertheless, all three residences are quite luxurious for the number of people it accommodates. So instead of having large glass windows that look into a nice view, like the ocean for Innocent Girl, this facility is quite cozy, and to top that off, it has heated floors and central air heating. And we also know from episode 15 that this used to be a Japanese style inn that was later closed down, and when I'm not sure what happened between then, but it was eventually remodeled and renovated to become a dormitory for the Winter Club. And we also know from episode 15 that there's only 6 people in the Winter Club right now, and that includes the 4 girls, Kanon, Shizuri, Yuki, and Taruhi, Usagi, number 5, as the club leader, and there's a faculty advisor who will probably be able to see or figure out who it is, that makes member number 6. So right now, Shizuri, Usagi, and Shizuri and Yuki are making dinner. Usagi is doing her own business, and that leaves us with Taruhi and Kanon that will give us the tour. So let's see what he's up to.
ここは1階の廊下です。裏庭や2階へ、あとはトイレや温泉につながってますね。
Okay, so Kanon's like, well, this is the hallway on the first floor. Let's see. It's connected to a restroom, and there's actually a little hallway that goes to the indoor hot springs. I'm not really sure where the stairs to the second floor are. So Miharu's asking about the hot springs. Oh yeah, so this used to be a Japanese inn, and there's a hot springs in here. Oh yeah, it feels so good. Do you want to see it? Oh yeah, okay. And this is what the indoor hot springs looks like. I'm not sure if it's naturally heated water, like from the underground heat, or it's they actually have an artificial water heater somewhere in the residence. But either way, Miharu is kind of excited about this hot springs because it also has a pretty nice view. You see all these big windows. Oh, how is it? Doesn't it attract you? The winter charm? Yeah, the point's high. Oh, that reaction. It seems like the Derry period is still far away. Oh, I didn't know it was such a game. I forgot for a moment that I entered the trial under normal circumstances. So he's still taking it as a challenge that's being administered by Kanon. It's like, well, why don't you try out the Winter Club and see what's like, and if you like it, then you should join. And Kanon's basically, I'm gonna convince him. I'm just gonna push it until he decides to join. And if he does join, then it means I have succeeded in my challenge at getting Miharu to join the Winter Club. Well, I mean, that kind of amazing, or that kind of meaning is being drunk a little by the winter part. So kind of like just be careful. The floor is slippery near the end, so please take care. Oh yeah, and I'd also heard from Usagi-san that it's very hard to clean this place. Well, it kind of is. You have lots of rocks with all sorts of weird angles. And of course the room is big, so that's another major obstacle, and I'm not really sure how easy it is to reach the windows and the ornaments and the architecture. And then so now he's worried about privacy. So Miharu's like, even so, though the scenery looks good from the inside, what about the outside? Will someone peep into the bath? Kan's like, oh yeah. M? Is that true? I've heard it. What does that mean? Taruhi senpai, what's wrong? I remember Yuki Princess and Shizuri said that they've had seen something. Let's see. Is that not a big problem? Is that the advisor teacher's grasp? Oh, I think I know. And I know the director usually brings a gun to repel the peepers. Ooh, that's pretty harsh. Well, the battle at that time was hot. So there's probably, I don't know if it's the faculty advisor or Usagi, but there's always someone on guard, and if they see someone peep them, they're gonna bring out their shotgun or the rifle and blast them away. A gun? You became a struggle at once. It's okay, it's a toy air gun. Well, you can see the bull from the bush, you aim it at the area. Oh, come on, so you want to use big weapons, and which turns out to be toys. Interesting. Though it would be more interesting if Usagi actually used a real weapon, or used a real firearm, and probably with some explosives. I'm not sure why Kanon's excited over a small toy air gun, since I don't think it makes a big impact. Maybe for a criminal of the peep. You mean a wild boar? So Kan's thinking about animals that they can see at night. While Taruhi, he's worried about little perverted people that spy. Don't be surprised. The I don't understand face. Well, the subject of Koitsu is obscene and not the one that started now.
時々この辺まで野生動物が降りてくることがあるんだ。で、そういう時は大きな音を立てて驚かせて山に返すの。
Okay, so I think Taruhi's also talking about animals as well. And it's like sometimes wild animals, they come down to the building or the neighborhood, and all anyone has to do is basically make some kind of loud noise and it'll scare them away. Okay? I think they're probably attracted to by the light, because usually when at night buildings are lit up and you have really big windows. The light shines out through the into the snow. So I do wonder if it's possible to have a one-way glass. Basically, I'm not sure if it's possible to have that. The idea that the glass becomes a window inside the bathroom, and on the outside it becomes a mirror. I know it's possible with if it's during the daytime, where when there's too much light, it reflects off the glass, which makes it a window. That makes it a mirror. And when there's not enough light, light actually shines through and becomes a window. Now, let's not mind about the technical details. Let's just continue. So, either way, Miharu's like, well, it's a pretty nice place. It's deep in the mountains, and in a sense, it kind of puts you closer to nature than what you would get in the city-like experience. So, however, even though it's an air gun, why would Inaba-senpai have something like that? Even if I do it, it'll be the work of the dorm manager or the consultant.
というわけで、三春先輩も大浴場をご利用の際は覗きには気をつけてくださいね。
Okay, I don't think we need that information, so I'm kind of like, well, if you use the bathroom, just don't peep then. Yes, I can see it. I'll feel lucky.
見られたらラッキー？え、岡崎くんってそういう。
If you can see lucky, Okazaki-kun that... No, just don't pick up the meaning that much. There's no exposure of that to me. Japanese is really difficult.
はい、それじゃあ次は、そうですね、2階に行きましょうか。
Well then, next, we should go to the second floor. Okay, so this is what the second floor looks like. And we see that it has a pretty nice lounge. And I remember that the Dream Manor in the Dream House had a nice lounge on the second floor as well, the loft.
みんなの部屋はこの階にあるの。
So Taruhi's now happy and she's like, so this is where all the bedrooms are. Oh, and the place where an octopus is played. Oh, there's a hearth on the second floor. It's good, there's a hearth made on the second floor.
なんだか岡崎くんって願望器具関係になるとテンション上がるね。
So Taruhi's like, for some reason, Okazaki-kun, when it comes to anything that's related to heat, you kind of seem excited about it. Anything related to heating, furnaces, stoves, heating pads. And Miharu's like, oh, even it's okay as in not Hearthstone, the rustic atmosphere and the unobtrusive warmth, but firmly hot enough to touch it, its presence.
でもこれ炭が危ないからあまり使われてないよ。そもそも この量結構あったかいし。
So even so, it's rarely used because it runs on charcoal, and charcoal's pretty dangerous. So we don't use it that much. But anyways, this dormitory is warm. So the idea of CO, carbon monoxide poisoning, because it runs on charcoal and I'm not really sure it has good venting. But either way, it's dangerous and oh, I'm sorry. I guess I can't help it. So they probably have central heating in place of that. So Kan's like, well, if you want to try out that hearth, we can do so. We can just open the windows and try for a bit. So give some venting for the CO smoke from the charcoal. But of course, when it comes to opening windows, Taruhi is like, no, that's okay. Ridiculous, that even if you don't refuse so strongly, yet you synchronize. Oh, so I think Miharu also said no at the same time. It's a crazy situation to bother warming up the air. Also, I think it was like it doesn't really make sense to basically cool the whole place down and then use it to warm up. So Kan's like, really, it's impossible that Senpai feels cold, isn't it? It's useless to be cold. Oh, so both of you rejected it together? That's... What is that? If you do stuff like that, it's gonna make a winter hater hate winter more. And besides, I think that there are other ways to explain about the good things, or to demonstrate the features. So the idea that well, we're trying not to intimidate Miharu, because don't forget that our goal is to basically try to get him to join us, and if I do something like this, it's going to scare him away for good. Because like, oh yeah, that's also the case. There's also a hearth in the director's room, so it would be better to explain the mirror directly to the director. So maybe have maybe Usagi demonstrate the hearth. Oh, Kanon was carelessly overhauled. I'm sorry. Well, if that's enough to get you to apologize, I really think you've gone too far, so please stop. Ah, okay, that's so. Oh, by which makes the caught tuning fork ordinary by all powers. Ah, Kanon. ... Well, this guy's been about it now. Okay. What happened? What's with the sigh? Well, no, it isn't slightly whether you say or is it too warm? Well, It looks like Hime's sweating a lot. Are you okay?
ほら、今日はいろいろあって汗をかいちゃったから。ねえ、もうベタついちゃって。
Here, yeah, today there were so many different things that I got excited from, and it made me sweat. So I'm already pretty sticky. So probably the idea that Miharu's gonna be giving a tour and the Unimaru event and all sorts of stuff that's gotten Taruhi fired up, and yeah, because she's all energetic today. The end result is that she had sweat, and now maybe she needs to go clean up. Well, sure, there were a lot of things that happened, like the Unimaru, like just what I said.
そうそう。だからちょっと自分の部屋に戻って着替えてくるね。カノンちゃんもそうしたら？
Oh yeah, well so why don't we go to our rooms for a moment and then change out?
ああ、それもそうですね。制服のままだとどうにもこうにも窮屈で精神的に。
Oh yeah, that's the way it is. Maybe these uniforms are pretty tight and not comfortable. So
それじゃあ岡崎くん、ちょっと待っててね。
So I think Tari's like, okay, Okazaki-kun, please wait for a moment.
すみません、みはる先輩。パパッと着替えてきますから、ちょっとだけ待っててください。
Oh, I'm sorry, senpai. Please excuse me. I'm gonna go change clothes with Papa, so please wait a bit. Oh, you don't have to do all that power. You can slow down a bit. Showing a smile with the high, Kanon returns to her room. Well, So Kanon and Taruhi are going to change out of their uniforms, because it's probably like very stiff and uncomfortable, and when something exciting goes on, they generate so much heat that they start to sweat. But as for Miharu, he probably gets some relief. I was able to do a little bit of time, and wouldn't I turn around seeking that neighborhood? And thus I take the first step. Wait, what did I step on? What is it? Oh. I took the object to my hand and looked at it, and it seemed very familiar. A heating pad? It's still warm. When I saw it, there was a heating pad with dots on it, and there was another one, and also the point again in one, and also the point first a little. Just like bread waste, by which my younger brother and sister, who appears, they left in the children's story, and it led to some rooms. So is this which is including Himeguri a short while ago? Everything's warm, and the heating pad, every time I picked up, it's kind of sticky, and there's a pressure sensitive adhesive sheet. As soon as I saw it, I was pulling in the clothes that seemed to have fallen off, and Suka, I'm as good as an amazing amount. As I thought, the door in front of me opened. Okay, so he found heating pads all over the floor, and he's like, well, if Usually, these pads leave a trail, and I can use the trail to find out who it belongs to. And as he was following the heating pad, he kind of suspected that it was Taruhi's heating pad. And let's see if he's right. I look through the corridor to the door gap, and there seems to be looking for something to look down on. I have not noticed that this is just a blind spot. あ、岡崎くん, why are you in front of my room? No, I'm not spying on you. Then why? This fell out. What is it? So I think he shows her the heating pad. And now she freaks out over it. Oh, that's where I lost it. So it is hers. What about it, though? A little while ago you were searching it, weren't you? So, he probably suspected that, she came out of her room because she was looking for a lost heating pad. And Taruhi's afraid to admit it. Do a little fool around Himeguri. I wonder why I'll say it suddenly. This are not you. On ground of what it is based on. My voice turned inside out. Several pieces have fallen as they continue to your room. It's like, well, I saw more of the heating pad equipment, and they led a trail to your room. And he makes Satoru's like, well, it's good. Even though it looks good, I'll just return it to you. Oh. Apart from that, I don't plan to say it anyhow, but why are you not so you're not good at, the cold either and you're hiding the truth? I was like, well, I'm not gonna say it, but it looks like, you don't like the cold either, and, you're trying to hide your secret. Okay. Here. You may agree. So Wataru, he just drags Miharu into the room. And let's see what she says. So why of a sudden? It's a secret! I was brought into the room. Himeguri quickly shut the door. Is? I guess it wasn't that of a surprise after all. Well, if you see things like this in the classroom as expected, you'll find something. So the fact that Taruhi does have some reaction to the cold as she enters class, and Miharu made note of that. And he's like, I'm not really that surprised that you're going to have heating pads with you when you walk out to the snow. Besides, somehow I was excited for the heating pad story, and at the same time it was kind of frustrating. Yeah, that's the way I thought there was such a thing. But why are you hiding it from everyone in the winter club?
いや、隠してるつもりはなかったんだけど、最初に冬好きだって勘違いされてから、なんとなく言い出せなくて。
Well, I don't mean to hide it, but after being misunderstood that I like winter, at first I can't say something. So she's afraid to expose the truth that she's also afraid of the winter, and she's not like as winter loving as Yuki or Kanon. Where Kanon likes to do extreme sports, and Yuki literally likes to be out in the cold. I don't know if Yuki is worried about getting sick from hypothermia. But either way, Taruhi's like, well, people misunderstand me for liking winter because I'm part of the club, but that's not what I'm really about. So Miharu's like, yeah, well, there's something to be seen like that. It's a lie that comes with a light momentum that swells steadily in a snowball style. I've also insisted that I have a game that I do not have when I'm a kid, but I guess I was ashamed. Anyways, it is for a children level. Don't be ashamed, don't be so reluctant. Well, what do you think? While thinking, I took over the room where So starts to observe the room of Taruhi, and it really looks like a traditional Japanese style room. So we're moving on to the topic of the room. So he's like, yeah, your room looks like a old style traditional Japanese, and Taruhi's like, yeah, I chose it. Is it strange? Separately, Taruhi, tatami and squeeze are good, and I like the fragrance of grass. Yeah, it's pretty good, and it's nice to take a nap here in the summer. That mark remains on the face. Look, some laughter, but subtle air, which makes a little space, sweeping super line of sight again. Nice, that outside window. Okay, so now it's like, oh look, that window's pretty nice. It has a pretty nice view. And Taruhi's like, oh, that's actually the doorway to the bathroom, or the bath, and it's included in every room. Are you serious? Yeah, Yuki said that there is a bath in every room, and I couldn't believe that it was going to be as luxurious as a hot spring. Yeah, it feels fine. It's a bit cold until it gets warm. So now he kind of sees more amenities. So you have a group bath, like a group hot spring where you can share, and then you have a your own private bath in your own room if you want some privacy. So if you're afraid of the big windows and being spied on, you can always take a bath in your own room. So if I do enter the winter club or in this place, am I gonna have a room with stuff like that?
ともと旅館の客室だからあると思うよ。
Yeah, I think all rooms have it because this used to be a Japanese style inn, and the idea that each room should have its own restroom. Oh yeah, it is dangerous. That is pretty.
現金だね。
It's the cash. Ahahaha. No, even because this is.
ね
Oh? As expected, each other was extremely cold and agreement was obtained without a subject. And also, I entered a girl's room for the first time. Well, the room doesn't really look girly, though, it looks more like a standard room. But either way, Taruhi's kind of, blushing. Something, I feel like I came to, Bo-chan's room and I just feel calm. Oh, this ink painting. It isn't too shy.
初めて男の子に中を見られたのに、おばあちゃんの部屋みたいって。
What is it? By which I like to judge a room of ant, it can see inside. Having a boy come in to see my room for the first time. No, in a good way.
それは全てが OK に逆転する便利ワードじゃないよ。というか、とりあえずフォロー感がすごいよ。
It's not a convenience word that turns everything over to okay, or for time being, the follow-up feeling is amazing. No, really, it's not gonna do that. Oh, I'm Taruhi senpai. Oh, so Kansai-kun. Taruhi senpai, do you know where Miharu senpai went? I don't see him. Uh-oh. What should I do? What? Princess appeals with the gaze? Are you? Oh, I'm here. Oh, I'm sorry to bother you. I'm just gonna come in. Wait. Okay, so Himeguri goes and rushes under the kotatsu and quickly hides. Oh, it hides that heating pack. So I think Taruhi's won't worry about her heating pad being exposed, so she quickly hides it before letting Kanon in. Oh, I'm just here to tell you that the director's preparation is over. Shall we go? Okay, yeah, that's right. Let's go. What's wrong? You seem to be breathing heavily. Did you practice buckling? Kanon-chan, I can't do such a thing even after something about Koten being the last one. It'll be like a starfish. I saw it that way. It seems to see like that. That's why I don't deal with such a desperate look.
の柔らかさという意味では一見に値するかと。
No, though that's worth it. It's worth seeing it in the sense of the softness of the body.
そんなフォローいらないよ。ほらほら、ルサ先輩が待ってるんでしょ。急ぐ？
Don't need such follow-up. By the way, Usa Senpai's work is waiting for us, so why don't we hurry up?
ああ、説明し忘れてましたけど、2階から屋上にも上がれるんですよ。
Okay, so Kan's like, oh, I forgot to tell you, but there's also access to, the roof from the second floor. When I came back to the first floor, that was what, Kanon said. Rooftop. That sounds like a really cold place by just listening to it. It's exposed to the atmosphere and it's cold. Is there something?
特に何も。強いて言うなら、景色がいいことぐらい？
Well, if it says anything, the scenery's pretty good though. Oh, so there's no particular use.
雄大な自然が広がって気持ちいいですよ。大声で叫びたくなる感じで。
But magnificent nature spreads out. It feels good and it makes me want to cry out loud. Which you think I'll take on in a scenery in cold?
そうですよね。考えるまでもないことでした。
Oh yeah, it's not right to think about that. So by the way, where is Inaba senpai?
裏庭です。裏にはこっちから出られますよ。はい、長靴どうぞ。
Oh yeah, she's in the backyard. We can go out through the back here and... Oh yeah, here's some boots. So he prepares his boots. And as I look up... Hi everybody. So I apologize about the sudden skip, because what just happened really caught me off guard. So after Miharu put his boots on, he went out into the snow to greet Usagi in the backyard, because she said that preparations are finished and that it's time for everyone to get together. And what she was doing was she was cold bathing naked in the outdoors. Yeah, that sounds like a really good way to get hypothermia. But the reason she did so was because she wanted to experience the snow, the coldness of the snow, with her whole body. So the usual, Miharu freaks out. But thankfully the girls were here to give Usagi her clothes and to get her dressed as soon as possible. And Yuki defends Usagi's decision because it's like feeling the coldness with all 5 senses. While Taruhi and Shizuru are a little bit concerned about that changing Miharu's opinion, since he may suddenly turn away and decide that he won't join the club after all. And also, I'm going to stop the video here, since the video's gotten quite long. But anyways, we've seen in this video that Kanon and Taruhi are pretty much explained about all the benefits and all the amenities and all the features that he's going to get if he does choose to join the Winter Club, such as like you get a nice personal room in this really nice facility, and it comes with your own personal bath, as opposed to sharing one bedroom with someone else and having a public bathroom at the male's dormitory that he's currently staying at. And Yuki does like the idea of having a very small club because it ensures that only the winter lovers, or the pure winter lovers, are in the club. But for some reason I feel like the membership is open, so if more people heard about this perk, they'll probably be inclined to join the club. Since the other people only know about the Winter Club for 1, clearing out the walkways of snow, 2, making snow sculptures, 3, playing in the snow, 4, helping elderly people, and 5, running and promoting activities to inspire little kids, like the Unamaru event. But Miharu's pretty much gained the full exposure of the Winter Club as part of the efforts for Kanon, Yuki, and Usagi, and I'm pretty sure Shizuri and Taruhi as well, to get him into the Winter Club. Though even though they kind of mentioned that it was just like letting him come home to the dormitory so that he could recover from the Unamaru incident. But anyways, I hope the next few episodes of Yukikoi Melt don't follow the same fate of Innocent Girl, where I had to censor a lot of scenes. With that in mind, I'll see you later.